Hello, wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world. I welcome you today, 18th of June 2025. I hope that every Biafran all over the world, that they are all doing good. My people, join me and let us continue. Biafra is our religion and we must continue. Join me from wherever you are watching, and let us continue, my people. Wonderful Biafrans all over the world, I welcome all of you. This platform is one of the Breji platforms where we bring you authentic information. My people, let me play you the jingle so that we will take it off from there.
Brightest day or darkest night, Simon, you are guiding light. Together we'll find our way, with your spirit here to stay. Your first heart, it beats with pride. Simon and Bob by our side, no matter what. Brightest day or darkest night, Simon, you are guiding light. Together we'll find our way, with your spirit here to stay. Your first heart, it beats with pride. Simon and Bob by our side, no matter what. Brightest day or darkest night, Simon, you are guiding light. Together we'll find our way, with your spirit here to stay. Your first heart, it beats with pride. Simon and Bob by our side, no matter what. Brightest day or darkest night, Simon, you are guiding light. Together we'll find our way, with your spirit here to stay. Your first heart, it beats with pride. Simon and Bob by our side, no matter what. Brightest day or darkest night, Simon, you are guiding light. Together we'll find our way, with your spirit here to stay. Your first heart, it beats with pride. Simon and Bob by our side, no matter what. Brightest day or darkest night, Simon, you are guiding light. Together we'll find our way, with your spirit here to stay. Your first heart, it beats with pride. Simon and Bob by our side, no matter what. Brightest day or darkest night, Simon, you are guiding light. Together we'll find our way, with your spirit here to stay. Your first heart, it beats with pride. Simon and Bob by our side, no matter what. Brightest day or darkest night, Simon, you are guiding light. Together we'll find our way, with your spirit here to stay. Your first heart, it beats with pride. Simon and Bob by our side, no matter what. Brightest day or darkest night, Simon, you are guiding light. Together we'll find our way, with your spirit here to stay. Your first heart, it beats with pride. Simon and Bob by our side, no matter what. Brightest day.
Yes, my people. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Depending on your location, you are all welcome, my people, wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom. Today, my people, we are still in a very happy mood for seeing our PM laughing, dancing, hugging, embracing every Biafran that were in the court yesterday. He was also in court today, as well as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. My people, we have to cultivate this philosophy. You go around, you listen to your enemy. Do not ever ignore your enemy in whatever they are saying or doing. Always listen. Maybe whatever they are saying may be useful to you, and you have to walk and run with it. Even if it is not useful, just always be at alert. So I'm going to use some of the broadcasts from some of our brothers, our fellow Biafrans, who have been in this media long time and have contacts. For instance, somebody like Biafra Unite, he has contacts in Finland that we are giving him interpretation of what was said. And another brother of ours, Mr. Nwachukwu or somebody, who covered what happened in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. These are our two major hearings. In fact, when they are in court, it is Biafra in court. So I thank all of you that are here. There is link at the comment section if you want to join me and speak to Biafrans, because my people, believe me, we need to talk to ourselves. We need to be our brothers and sisters keepers. Whatever anybody say in terms of comments or on the video, we appreciate it. I do appreciate it. We are all useful to one another. Do not let anyone make you feel like you are a second-hand or a second-class citizen. No. Before God Almighty, we are one. I don't look down on people. And if you look down on me, I will ignore you, knowing that you lack that knowledge. So, my people, we have to listen to it. But before I go ahead, I must thank God Almighty, the owner of the world, the creator of heaven and earth. Chukwu okike abịama, ana m aja gị mma na-ekenekwa gị etu isi mee ka ifo awa PM Maazị Simon Ekpa, and anyị na-afụwaga nnọọ onye ndu ọ batakwa okene onye ọbụla. Chineke okike, I dị grateful to you for making these heroes of ours to be alive. Wonderful Father, I'm also committing Biafrans all over the world into your holy hands. Father, Lord, now that my people are the ones contributing, may you open doors for them, doors of finance, doors of wealth, so that they will join hand to sponsor our liberation. He said, so my people, let us switch to this one, that I will start from the beginning, where Biafra Unite started, and share this.
If my voice is coming out loud and clear, let me know in the comment section. Very, very, very important before we proceed with this very live presentation, because today, nketa woto woto. Nketa woto woto. There are a few things that I'm going to tell you. Few things that I will show you this very morning that will shock you. You are not going, you can never ever believe it. I'm telling you, you can never believe it. But ngwasiage one that everything you're making, and you see everything as it happens. So please, Imalifi Neli, mala ife ị na-aṅụ, ọ bụrụ mmanya, bụrụ mmiri, bụrụ anything, debe n'akụkụ gị, because we are going to take our time.
Amazon made $638 billion in 2024. Now, the majority of that revenue, 70.1%,
To, of course, dissect today's court proceedings in Lahti, Finland. We all know that today, being the 17th day of the month of June 2025, is a day that the Prime Minister of Biafra is currently in court in Finland, not only to defend himself, but to defend Biafra, which is the main objective. As the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom government, through its agents within Biafra land, gathered together, leveled baseless allegations against our own Prime Minister, who is defending Biafra and propagating the gospel of Biafra, bringing it to the international community. These criminals, these Fulanis with Igbo names parading themselves everywhere, both in Nigerian politics from Igbo extraction, or should I say from Biafra region. There is nothing like Biafra region in Nigeria. From Igbo region in Nigeria. Yes, there is nothing like Biafra region in Nigeria. Biafra.
Hello, Emmanuel Obai. Thank you so much for joining. In fact, let me start from the beginning to appreciate all of you. Irene, Egbeki, thank you so much. Emenike, I welcome you. I appreciate all of you. Irene again, and Uchenna, Daluso, Emenike, and Emmanuel. I do appreciate you, Biafrans, for joining us whenever we are out here, and those watching online, God bless you all. I do appreciate all of you. When you are broadcasting, or when you are talking to the world and nobody is listening to you, or nobody is joining you, whatever you are doing is meaningless. So believe me when I say that I appreciate all of you. Your presence means so much to me. Thank you so much. Thank you. I do appreciate you. Now, my people, you all know that yesterday we were all happy, jubilating, but we did not hear what was said in court. So when I saw this program of Biafra Unite, before you air anything, you have to listen to it and think of the sense it makes for you to use it to disseminate information to your Biafrans. I know that I aim at Biafrans whenever I am here. But it's not only Biafrans that listen to news online. Other people who may have any catching interest may just listen to it. Most of the time, some people want me to speak vernacular, that's my dialect, but I prefer to mix it up, because you never know where any journalist from overseas country that will recommend your country for recognition will be at the time you are doing this sort of thing. So what I do is that I try my possible best to mix it up whenever I am here. So my brother said that Biafra Unite is supposed to be the information minister. Yes, he is fantastic. He is one of the Biafra media teams. Everybody will not be a minister at a time. He is doing well. That's why I take his video sometimes when he talks the one that relates to what I want to analyze. And my people, if you are giving people information, there is also what is called disclaimer, to tell the world or to tell anybody that care to hear or to listen, that whatever you are doing, just in this case, whatever I am showing here is not meant to radicalize anyone. We Biafrans, we are not violent people, and we do not encourage violence. We are not terrorists. We do not encourage anyone to terrorize anyone. All we Biafrans are asking is freedom, so that we will maintain our own liberty and use it for the benefit of Biafrans. One of my sisters here say, it is Biafra first. Irene, that's what she always say, Biafra first. If you look at all this European, Western world, Chinese, Japan, they think of the interest of their country. First, it is only in Africa that you will see an illiterate ruling professors forcing down their throat their own little ideology that does not make sense at all. So, my people, my own disclaimer is that anything you hear on this platform is just to create awareness to my people who are being massacred at this time, and the world is keeping quiet. I know that there is what they call conventional war going on between Ukraine and Russia. But I can tell you that what is going on in Nigeria has taken more lives, and nobody is talking about it. So we have to air to the world what is going on. We are doing it in a very nice way, in a very calm way, in a very legal way, by telling you that we are not using it to radicalize anyone. It is a total and complete disclaimer. So, my people, we are no longer in anarchical state or anarchy level in our struggle. Where we are now is professional way of doing things. We are now a nation. We now follow the rule of law, nationally and internationally. You must be a law-abiding nation for other countries to recognize you, for UN to recognize you. So, my people, anything we are doing here, I do not come here to fight anybody or to abuse anybody. But if you abuse me, I will record it until when it is necessary or when it is required. I will produce it as my own evidence, because we are now in a government operating from exile. Charles de Gaulle was in United Kingdom when he was in exile, operating French government. So, my people, we are not different from any other country fighting for their freedom. You all know that in United Kingdom, that is where the seat of law is. That if people like us are seen as threats or terrorists, I wouldn't be here doing what I'm doing, because I live in England. You cannot hide when you are doing anything terrible. So, my people, listen to this and make your comments respectfully. Click on the link to join me and say something to our people. I don't want to be the only voice talking, but if you want to leave your video open, you can. If you want to close it, you can close it and talk to Biafra. So let's continue.
Is who we are, is our nation. So it's not a region, but from Igbo region or Igbo extraction in Nigeria, including those who parade themselves as freedom fighters, both the DOS members and, of course, some unscrupulous elements within this current liberation struggle that we all are in. The zoo using them to level baseless allegations against the child of God, the child of Elohim, nwa Chineke, nwa Chukwu Okike Abiama. They are all being exposed one by one today. Today's proceeding and tomorrow's proceeding may see the end of this brouhaha. I'm telling you, as God may have it, today's proceeding, you see today's proceeding and tomorrow's proceeding, tomorrow, Wednesday, 18th of June, 2025, may be or may see the end of brouhaha.
FlexJobs is the #1 job site to find remote, work from home, and flexible schedule job opportunities.
Are you paying attention? So, because it's going down right now as I'm speaking to you in Finland, and so far so good, Mazi Simon Ekpa has been on top of the game. He's been doing very, very well. But before we continue, I want to use this medium to thank Chukwu Okike Abiama bi n'eluigwe, God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, for the strength he has given to our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the protection he has given him, the knowledge, the ideas, and the strength overall. May his name alone be magnified forever and ever. I equally want to use this opportunity to thank our Prime Minister himself for denying himself every single thing in order to defend Biafra. Denying his freedom and all the necessary things in order for him to defend Biafra. I want to thank him immensely for what he has done already today. At the same time, I equally want to use this opportunity to thank all Biafrans in Finland, including those who have come from outside Finland, from other nations, including those Biafrans. Could you believe that Biafrans came all the way from America? Few Biafrans, at least 2, came all the way from America to stand in solidarity with our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Few other Biafrans came from other countries in Europe, while many other ones came within or from within Finland. I want to say thank you to all of you before we proceed to the main matter at hand this very morning. Like as I promised you yesterday, that I'm going to be here today to give you the update. Today's date is, of course, 17th day of June, 2025. And the time right now is exactly 4 minutes past 11 a.m. in the land of Chukwu Okike Abiama bi n'Igwe. From early this morning, we are hitting the street running now. Early this morning, as I'm speaking to you currently now, they are on break, 1 hour break. I started giving you the update from very early in the morning today. I don't know if many of you are following. I don't know if you are following my my write-ups, whether on Facebook, YouTube, or even X. I have been giving updates since morning till this very minute that we came live. The first update that I gave at exactly 9 a.m. No, sorry, exactly 8:30 a.m. finish time. which was 6:30 a.m. in Biafra time. The update was breaking news. I think, or do I have to bring it to the screen? Let me just read it out for all of you in case you didn't see it before we go into the current situation now. The first update was breaking news. If you are following me on Facebook, you will know, you must have seen it. You follow on Twitter, you must have seen it. If you are here on YouTube, which we are broadcasting live right now, you must have also seen it, unless you don't see my write-ups on YouTube. Maybe you only have notifications for videos alone. Now, breaking news. I can authoritatively confirm that our people, Biafrans, are currently arriving in numbers at the court to stand in solidarity with our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, as proceedings begin shortly. Stay tuned. That was the first update that I made at exactly around, or should I say around that should be around 6:30 a.m. Biafran time. Then moments later, the second update. Breaking news. PM Simon Ekpa has just arrived in court. Happening now. Proceedings begins in a few minutes. Stay tuned. This update was made around 9 a.m. because I was told that proceedings begins at 9:30 a.m. So not instead of 9 a.m., it was 9:30 a.m. today. So the third update was court proceedings underway. You know what that means, meaning it has already, we are there already. Court proceedings underway, happening now in Lahti, Finland. We will be coming live soon for proper updates. Stay tuned. That was a few minutes to 10 a.m. Finish time, which is, of course, few minutes to 8 a.m. Biafran time. So, couple of minutes ago, 45 minutes ago, I made another update which says, breaking news, so far so good. First break has been announced. First break has been announced as everyone has gone out on a refreshment break, including all Biafrans present in court. The court will commence in 1 hour's time. Stay tuned. The court will reconvene, not commence. The court will reconvene in 1 hour's time. Stay tuned. That was the last update before we come live. We came live this very moment. So, having read these things out, even though, because why I am not showing it on the screen is because I've already shared screen for something else. But I thank God some people say they saw it. Some people have said they saw it in the comment section. So thank you all for confirming that. If you know you have seen it already, please let them know in the comment section. Very, very important. Now we continue. Now we continue. I will give you update one by one, one after the other, and then I have other things which I want to talk about going on in Biafra land, but that will be later after the updates are being given to you based on what is going on in Finland at this very point in time. The first update in this very live presentation, you all could remember the name Chinedu Onwukwe. Owa Diegu munnem. Owa Diegu. Chinedu Onwukwe, that I mentioned his name a couple of days ago.
Are you tired of your YouTube channel not getting the attention it deserves? Building a YouTube channel can be a very lucrative and successful.
The one that chickened out. Listen, everybody, Biaka. Chinedu Onwukwe thought he was going to be, a very smart boy. And for your information, actually, the Dada man called Williams Nwokedi, the Dada man, is one of the closest individuals to our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Banjoko. As a matter of fact, he is the one who served the food, who served the people in the house of Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa during his son's birthday last year. Was it last year or last 2 years, 2023? My people, that very man called Williams Nwokedi is the one that served Biafran people during the time our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa was celebrating the birthday of his son in his own house. Now, this very young man called Chinedu Onwukwe. Chinedu Onwukwe told Biafran people on 11th, because of what he witnessed, because of how the other 3 saboteurs were unmasked, Chinedu Onwukwe pretended that he's not going to, come again. He's not going to come to witness against our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. He made it open to our people that he's not going to come. Guess what, my people? Chinedu Onwukwe as I'm talking to you, I'm also having conversation as I'm speaking to you. Chinedu Onwukwe, the following day, instead of him to come in person to give the so-called testimony or witness against our Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko, he gave his own testimony via video record. He gave the testimony. I am confirming to you directly from the lawyer, directly from Mazi Simon Ekpa's lawyer. Again, he gave his testimony against Biafra via a video record, which was aired live in court. The following day, on the was it on 12th? It should be on 12th or on 12th. I'm going to confirm the date. But he gave his testimony via video. So Chinedu Onwukwe, wherever you are in Finland, I want to let you know that your case has just been opened. Your matter has been opened. And we are going to expose you to maximum. It's a promise. We will expose you to the maximum, to the level that you will never ever have face again in Finland. We are going to expose you to the maximum, and we will let Finnish authority to know who you are and what you are doing, what you have been doing for the past 5 years. We are going to expose you to the maximum. As in, I bogike na public otu a kpughe gị ọfụma bear it in mind that you will be exposed to the maximum. Wherever you are listening to me now, Chinedu Onwukwe, I want you to know. I want you to know. My attention has been drawn to a certain comment, and that comment is not even the problem here. But the reason why I'm laughing to that comment is because that person must have known something that I know already. And egwu dị ya n'arụ. Egwu dị ya n'arụ. Ekwuru okwu ahụ ezigbote egwu na-atụ ya. Because o nwere ife o nwere ọnụgo something mma, which is not comfortable, and o nwego feeling that na m ga na onye so na the update m ya enye. Onye ahụ na-ede na comment section that ndị mmadụ should leave this broadcast and go to another one ọ kpọrọ afa. O nwere ife egwu na-atụ ya for an update, which is going to happen later in this broadcast. Egwu na-atụ ya because o nwere bomb ya abịa here. O nwere bomb ya abịa na this broadcast. So let's continue. Let's continue. O nwere nnukwute bomb ya atụ na this broadcast. Atụ bomb a ala ya agba everybody. But the truth of the matter is that this very particular bombshell is not going to be targeted to block anybody. So you can go ahead, please go ahead, continue your write-up. All right. Having said those things, let me first of all bring this video clip to the screen while we proceed. Fakwadra kwado today. How they can give fagwalpa? Oh, we give fagwalu these people. They know that something is about to happen. They actually get me this video. This video you see it was taken directly from inside the courtroom. Thank you so much, Lolo, for your super chat. I appreciate you. Now, Mazi Simon Ekpa, let me tell you the current situation, which of course I will also get you this very news, how the discussion is going to take place, or how the discussion will take place immediately after the court proceedings. Now, during the time they went out for break, Mazi Simon Ekpa was able to speak, as in was able to share, not to speak, but was able to share Biafrans. He was able to share Biafrans, to share them up.
I can help anyone, no matter their experience level, to build a wildly profitable
Prime Minister down for them with 2 interpreters. And now, I will point out some significant informations that has happened already, significant ones. There are a lot of things that have happened. PM has defended Biafrans very, very well since morning. Time, some group of people were calling him from China, telling him to come to China, that they want to have they want to support Biafra. That they want to support him. They want to give him a helping hand in Biafra. So, PM asked them, who and who? Who? Since you said, and these people who were communicating with Prime Minister were claiming to be Chinese government.
My people, it's good to talk to you somehow. You know, I'm trying to move forward, not to be repetitive. Some of the things have been cut off. Some things I believe are irrelevant. This question was asked PM. You know that the police seized his phone. So they were going through his phones. asking him questions, and they saw the phone of Chinese people and asked him who they are and what he was doing with them. And he has to talk to them about it and listen to the very intelligent way that PM answered. So, my people, everything we see in life should sound like a guideline on how you have to manage yourself. Certain things that are not relevant to you, you shouldn't leave them on your phone. But in this case, let's hear the news as it went.
Government. They were claiming to be Chinese government. So PM asked them, who and who have you helped in this manner? And they said they have helped Ghana. They said that they have helped Ghana. And PM said to the judge that the moment they said that they have helped Ghana, he equally removed himself from their conversation, from that conversation, because no government in the world will expose its dealings with another country or another government to anybody or to any other government. Any dealings of government with another government is what do they call it? Confidential between that government and the other government and the partner, the other government.
Yes, what he is trying to say, I have listened to this before bringing it here. I caught some of the places off. The court, the judge asked our PM, this Chinese number on your phone, what were you doing with a country like China? And PM told them that some people contacted him from China and they told him that they want to help Biafrans. And he asked them, which country have you people helped before? But from how Biafra Unite said it, the people were arranged by some people who want to set a trap for our PM. So those people, once they mentioned that they have helped Ghana, that was what broke the camel's back. Because if you are dealing with a sensitive case like helping countries, you should be able to maintain your secrecy and not voice it out, but go ahead and convince the person of how important it is that you get the help and how they are going to help you, the method of transaction. But they mentioned Ghana, which means that if he, our PM, has anything to do with them, that is the same way they are going to be telling other people, I helped Biafrans, I helped PM Simon Ekpa. So from there, he told the court that the moment they mentioned Ghana, he declined their offer. Fasi aka Fabia nyelu Biafra aka, o wee jụọ fa, kedu onye unu nyegolu aka before? Fa wee si na fa enyegolu Ghana. So afọ anwa fa akpọrọ, ya wee lote etu onye ndu si wee baa na nsogbu. No, the same group of people bụ ndị kpọrọ onye ndu ya bịa na Kenya. And all the same people plan nke onye ndu a na plan kwa that thing. Ya wee cut offer off. Okunu wee ghọta what is being said here. And that was what went on yesterday in court.
So PM said, now he's well grounded, Ogalu school, matter how to run a country. So he told the judge that the moment they said they have helped Ghana, they have done this thing with Ghana, PM said he knew that very moment that is a fraud. because he knows very well that Nigeria government has been looking for a way to kidnap him, just like the same way they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. So they are trying to lure him to China, because those people who were claiming, they are actually Chinese people, oh, not black people in China, not African people in China, not Biafrans in China, not Igbos in China. That the zoo government engaged some Chinese individuals.
There is an estimated £32 billion to be repaid as part of the missold car finance
who claim to be, China government officials, but they are not. So they are the ones that were used, just the same way they used individuals, one white man like that. Way they used some individuals. 1 minute, please. I have to pick up this call.
Yes, my people, while he is answering his call, let me remind us that we actually have this.
Fellow dear friends all over the continent, I am here to bring in the new updates, another update of what is currently happening now in the land of Biafra, especially now in Okigwe. That today is 17th of June 2025. So I am here to bring to the notice of the international community, to the notice of Finland, to the notice of Biafrans all over the world, that there is a current war that is going on now. The Nigerian Janjaweed are currently in Ako, Ihube, Omololo, Arondisogo, Abobo. They are currently now, and we are engaging them. Put call, you will understand how Nigerian government are receiving it in Okigwe State. I thought the Biafra Liberation Army made it open that Okigwe State is a danger zone against terrorists. There's no way the terrorists in military uniform will begin to kill Biafrans. Okigwe has been a danger zone, and Okigwe State must continue to be a danger zone. So share this video for your loved ones, especially those in Okigwe, those in Ihube should vacate for their safety. Those in Ako should vacate for their own safety. Those in Omololo should vacate for their own safety, because the war that is currently going on now is a war of survival. Please don't say that you are not warned. People residing in Okigwe, especially in old Okigwe local government, please, I want everybody now to be security conscious. Even those in town now, we understand there is a brutal war that's going on now. Today being the 17th of June, 2025. And this information is coming to you from the office of Major General Igwe Mbem Nankete, the gentle Diawu. So this message is coming from his office. Udo Derono.
Yes, my people. When we hear of this war and the word woto woto, we should know that our people are doing the needful. We should know that no onye ji egbe dị empty, egbe anwa nwere ike nọ 100 years or as long as you live, because egbe bụ metal ka eji alụ ya. That no onye ji egbe si gị na ya nọ n'agha, no need to refill, only the ngwa agha. That's why we are always talking about biafragov.org/donate, Biafra in USA.org/donate. If you look on these two links, they are here. And my number is here in case you want to do the one we call IOU. My people, IOU relates to loan that you, the rich Biafrans, will give to Biafra Republic government in exile for our liberation. Biafra ga-abịalele. Mgbe Biafra bịara, itinye $1,000 or 1,000 ejemma, a ga-enye gị double 2,000. Itinye 3,000 ejemma, enye gị 6,000 mgbe a ga-akwụ gị ụgwọ ya. Inyekwanụ 10,000 ejemma depending on etu aka gị ra or how rich you are. You can loan Biafra 100,000 and you will get 200,000 ejema. We have oil, we have gas, we have everything you can think of. Biafra is a very rich country and we need this money, my people. Ị na-agba mbọ na-agba egbe, mkpụrụ mgbọ na-apụ, ọda na-achite. You need money. Ị nidile ego iji gote ọzọ ka ị wee doghachi nke ịgbapụrụ agbapụ. That's why I am using this very video ka unu wee ghọta na anyị na-edefend onwe anyị. We can never be an online nation. We have a home, and that home must be defended. We have our families from our father's side and our mother's side. We don't want them dead. We are predominantly Christians. We don't want to be Islamized. Ndị be anyị efe dị ga-egosi unu na ndị ebidogo Islamize ba ndị be anyị site na Nsụka, and maka na Nsụka dị very close to Benue and Plateau. Ndị fa conquergo. Etu akafa si wee nweta Kedafia Kwara State. Unu fu video unu ga-eti mkpu. The man na-ekwu na Islamic Arabic language, na-ekwu n'onu bai wee na-akọwalụ ndị ọ na-akụzi. Ifụzia ndị kposazi naanị bụrụ ụmụ alaji na alamajiri. Ifu ụmụ nwanyị kafa nọ na the other side yilusia ife kpuchisia isi. Une wee ma na Hausa abatagokwa ọka o. Ndị abagokwa anyị ime. We have to contribute. We need this contribution. We need the donation. When you go to www.biafragov.org/donate, iwu bụ na ị ga-afụ 3 links. Enwe Zelle there, enwe the BLA tax, enwekwulu this very one, general one na. Ị nwere ike itinye ego n'eso gị there. My people, ọ bụrụ ife niile ka nwaanyị na-agwa die. Ọ bụrụ ife niile di ochifuru n'enu nkwụ ka ọ na-akọwa. We need this funding. Biko ndị be anyị, donate enu. Program a na-eme bụ ka unu wee na-aghọta ife na-aga. Mana nke kachasị anyị mkpa bụ this donation. Ya gaziela onye ọbụla, ọ ga-adịla anyị na mma. Ise. Ọ ga-adịla anyị na mma, my people.
Was talking about Biafra. How many of you remember? I think that was a conference somewhere. That was a conference somewhere where Soludo was talking about Biafra. Soludo, they told Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that they must have a meeting in Kenya. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not go to Kenya because he was running away and then he wanted to go and save his head in Kenya. No, he went to Kenya because they wanted to have a round-table conversation in Kenya. They told him that they must meet in Kenya. After months of conversation with these these white guys. So That is how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left Germany and traveled to Kenya because of this high-profile meeting. And that is how they lured him to Kenya, and DSS Nigeria agents went to Kenya to kidnap him. So Mazi Simon Ekpa, having told Finnish court today that this is exactly what they tried to do with him using Chinese. The moment they told him that they have done this before with Ghana, they have helped Ghana this and that, he ran away because he wouldn't allow what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to happen to him. He has already learned a lesson from what happened to his own leader. And that is how that matter was buried. Now, they asked him a second question about Ambazonia. They said they have a document that they signed. He signed a document with Ambazonia. And then Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, said, yes, he signed a document with Ambazonia for a working relationship or recognition by within each other, the two freedom fighting nations in Africa, in West Africa, because the reason why we, the Biafran people, signed this agreement with Ambazonia to have this cordial relationship is because during the 1967 to 1970 genocidal war against the Biafran people being carried out by Nigerian military led by Yakubu Gowon, they used Bakassi Peninsula as a gateway in order to blockade the foreign aids that were coming to Biafra to help Biafran people, especially food. And in so doing, through that very blockade, starvation hit the Biafran people, and over 5 million Biafran children were unalived through malnutrition. So out of that experience, the Biafran people, this current Biafran people, do not want such a thing to happen again, because this very Bakassi Peninsula is a border between Biafra and Ambazonia. And Ambazonians happen to be in the same situation where Biafrans are today, under Nigeria, and Ambazonia under Cameroon. So we have found it very, very necessary, very, very imperative to have this understanding and cordial relationships within Biafran people and Ambazonia in order not to allow Nigeria to blockade our seaway again and allow what happened in 1967 to 1970 to happen or to repeat itself again, in order not to allow history to repeat itself again. And that was the end of that very conversation of Ambazonia. Now, they played a Soludo video. How many of you remember when Chukwuma Soludo, before he became the governor, how many of you remember when Chukwuma Soludo was talking about, Biafra? How many of you remember? I think that was a conference somewhere. That was a conference somewhere where Soludo was talking about Biafra. Soludo was warning the zoo government. Thank you, Mazi John JJ. Thank you for your support. How many of you remember? If a certain video, I want you to let me know in the comment section if you have ever seen that video where Soludo was talking about Biafra. There was a time when Mazi Simon Ekpa used that video for exposition in the past. I think that was in 2021. He used that video for exposition. How many of you remember that video where Soludo was warning the zoo government that if care is not taken, that Biafra will come again, will secede from Nigeria? So that video was aired in the court today. And the Mazi Simon Ekpa told the judge that this is a current governor of a state called Anambra State in Biafra land. And this very governor, before he became a governor, this is his position. This is his position. But now he's a governor.
Well, Biafrans, we have had enough of the important information from Finland, what transpired in court yesterday, because that yesterday we were all happy, jubilating, and, everybody were very happy. And because of that joy and everything, we didn't take time, to ask of the details of what went on in court. The first thing you people will understand is that PM's phone was also seized. And it was from his phone that they saw that he has interaction with China. And you heard how he answered them. And they talked about Ambazonia. Uno, like I said, no burifeni ne dio chifo. Nenunku kona kosi. Ambazonia anwa. Uno ma ife ọzọ sikwa ebe anwa na-abatalụ ndị be anyị. Maka na unu ga na-ajụ onwe unu si, ọ bụ unu Apapa Wharf ka ife na-abatalụ ndị be anyị si abata. O melufe aka. Mmadụ dịka Hope Uzodimma ma ọ Charles Soludo ma ọ David Umahi fa mekwe ka enwee ife dị etu anwa. Mana this ndị Ambazonia and onye ndu oge onye ndu nọ ya na PM na-eje meeting. All that closeness onye ndu na PM nwe bụ ife weluchi na-asa nworu iwe ya na ndị otu fa ji wee lee onye ndu, because fa believe na onye ndu ji our PM wee na-atọ ntụfa. Because sometimes you have to go back to memory lane, voyage of discovery, to know what transpired. But like I said, ọ bụrụ ife niile dị ochifu n'enu nkwụ ka ọ na-akọsị. So ka anyị rapụ na ebe anwa. And the final one bụ nke Charles Soludo na-eplay the video na court. Ọ ka unu malụ so many videos ndị zoo kponyelu ndị Finland. So the judges will always be bringing them out one by one as their evidence, coupled with evidence ndị DOS bi na Finland, like William Nwoked, all of them, and nke a na-akpọ Isaac Kalu na nke pastor fa niile na-agba akaebe na-agbagide PM. Last week, no, this week Monday, unu fu n'oge onye ndu je court nọ nke a na-akpọ onye amị si na ya banye ESN 2019, whereas onye ndu fọmụ ESN na 2020 12th of December. So na etu a, all this culpability, you will see that Nafa they are very guilty of the kind of evidence they are giving against Onyendu. So let us listen to this hearing. Onyendu's hearing was postponed from Monday till today, Wednesday, 18th of June. So let's listen to it.
When I told you that we are not wasting our time here, when I told you that all the efforts we are making here will not go in vain, some people thought we are joking because something happened in court today. And I'm telling you, you will not believe. And I will say it clearly. Can you imagine that the American government sent delegates to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court? Do you believe it? This is a huge victory for the campaign we have been doing on this channel, calling out people we are supposed to call out, because we have been calling out these governments, the UK, the US, And now the US has listened to us and has sent delegates.
Yes. Let me remind this our brother talking, because they are all in the zoo. It is not just that America is coming to you. Our APM, God bless him, Mazi Ogechukwu Nkere, a very nice man. Hello, my wonderful sister. I love you so much. Thank you for joining. This, our brother here, an American, came today for hearing. This is the handiwork of our APM. APM has been going to all these congressmen. That's why any independent, anybody following independent content creator or independent media, wee na-ekwutọ our APM or na-ekwutọ Breji in general, nya dị sure na a ga-akpụpụ ya court. Etu a isi wee kpụpụ Ngozi Orabueze to court, a ga-akpụpụ onye anwa court ka ị bịa kọọ ife ịma. Yes, we are not here to joke. Fanwa Ghana si na ndị America bịa to their aid, but all the movement of our APM and our contributions to continue the payment to our lobbyists. So, Biafrans, you people are trying so much, and I am very proud of my APM, Mazi Ogenkere. We should all remember and appreciate that man, that the burden of Onyendu, the burden of PM, all of them, the weight have fallen on him. Plus the burden Ngozi created by dividing our people into two. We should be able to think when you are talking about somebody's credibility, their achievement, and their weaknesses. Ina akọ ife mmadụ melu, ị ga-ajụ na ase, kedu ife melu o ji eme ife ọ na-eme? Unu si o na anya da emetie ihe amụfu na-emekwa nke a. Why did Ngozi form a parallel government? Wee kewa Biafrans into two, ndị na-atụnya bụ ego. We have men, gallant men. God bless them. God bless our Ross, our chief of defense. God bless Gentle. God bless Holy Ghost. God bless all of them that are fighting to protect Biafra land. We love them so much, and I pray for them every day. Because on there, Bona na ekwu okwu Biafra. Or aizotasia Biafra mani anya adiro, keba anya gefe n'enu. So we have to appreciate these people working for us. Our APM, a wonderful man, you know. So anybody got on a platform here, now castigate our APM. Nya be careful. Okay, Jekoto. These days we are no longer joking. So this man here reporting, he's in Biafra land. Mano wana inwoke kobo. On our report about Onyendu. So we have heard about PM. Now we are listening to this other one. Osinandi America bia today na court to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Onye pathology where the possible if at all. But our APM, he is the one that made it possible that Americans are listening to us.
To the court. And let me tell you, those delegates that came to the court made it very difficult for the witnesses, those mass witnesses, to perform. Yes, because you're wearing mask and the whites and the American government are watching you prosecuting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with masked witnesses. So the masked witnesses were shaking in court. They were shaking in court. Today was a demolition. I will not spend much time talking about the American delegates. I will do that.
Hello. Hello. Thank you for joining us. What is wrong with the donation link? Was it wrongly spelled or something? Please, if you can expatiate on what I should check about it. Thank you.
Especially in another video. For today, we are focusing on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court case and exactly what went on in his trial.
Switching broadband providers isn't a faff anymore. Switch to Virgin Media's lightning fast broadband easily with one touch switch.
Let's start with the entrance of the court. As you can see, the court is ready for him and everything is prepared. Definitely that is the American delegates, well seated, prepared to come and see if those things that they are hearing is actually true, if they are really mass witnesses or if they are forging evidences. Let us come for ourselves and see, because there is a guy named Chinedu on Direct on the Sports that always say that thing. So let us go and see in this court so that he will not attack us again. Oh, we are here, Chinedu, Direct on the Sports. Chinedu, we are here in the court. Oh, please, oh. He's well. Our voice is global. They are hearing us. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of why we are here. On a lighter note, as you can see, the court took a different dimension today, with the mass witnesses and the prosecution, having had a field day on the last day, felt that today was going to be another day for them. Little did they know what Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers had in hand. And also, little did they know for these little surprises that made it very difficult for them to do what they planned to do. So now, I'm going to walk you through the transcript of exactly what transpired in the court today. And you will be shocked by the twists in between this trial that will leave you spellbound. So as always, I used to say, if you are cooking food, just leave this video and go and finish the food, or bring it down from the stove and watch this video to the end, because you can't skip it. If you are washing clothes, if you're running an errand, anything you're doing, it's time to stop and watch this video to the end. Like this video, share, and if you're new, turn on notification and click on the bell that says all. Let's go. The court session began with both the prosecution and the defense teams introducing themselves. The presiding judge confirmed that the hearing will continue from where the cross-examination stopped during the last sitting. As the witness, the masked witness, had not yet completed his testimony. Then the prosecution counsel, which is the federal government lawyers, started the day by asking the masked witness, this question. He asked, was Benjamin Madubugu detained in Abuja? The masked witness replied, yes, both Benjamin Madubugu and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were taken to the DSS together, sir. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu admitted in front of us that he was the one in the video, and he cleared Benjamin of any involvement. Okay? So the prosecution tried to bring another evidence to the judge, as they always do, which you remember. But today, the judge firmly rejected some of the documents, presented by the prosecution. And he was very, very furious, and he didn't like that at all, because they've always been doing it. And I've always said on this channel, that Omotosho needs to stop admitting all this evidence they bring every week to stall this trial. And I've always told the lawyers to also object this.
My people, if you will agree with me, anyị bụ ndị ojii, anyị fụrụ ana ndị ọcha anya na-anyụkwasị onwe anyị mamịrị. He was rejecting it because no fugo presence in the ọcha. Ofugo ne that American woman eba. Fadika fadi too also. Go impress ya. All along gonna that admit those evidence. What happened today? Who is sitting on his head? Onwere onye ji mgbo wee tudie n'isi. Onwere onye ji egbe tudie n'isi today. Oh, to impress this woman. Oh, ka unu fụ ka mentality ndị ojii si adị. Anyị amara ife bụ ịkwụba aka ọtọ. How can a whole judge, if izizi o kwuru mgbe ọ bata bụ na kesi onye ndu a na ọ na-alinga for so many years na ya chọrọ ka ọ bụrụ an accelerated procedure ya okwu a ga-eme ọkụ kpakpakpa. One biggest mistake o melu bụ accept na onye ga-abịa nye evidence ga-anọ in mask. That's number one mistake. How can you know who is giving evidence against you? Ọ bụrụ n'obodo oyibo iwe jụ na ime anything with onye mara onye ọ bụ na ime kwude anything, you have right to remain silent. But fa kpọta onye kpu mmanwụ onye I expect ka onye ndu na onye ọmara na-eme argument. Nigeria bụ such a country. My people, we must leave Nigeria. Must. And for now, as I'm telling you people, this link is what will help us donate. Obu nemaro how to donate because bomb na this number +4473 7738 6227. Ikporanam, I will help you. Etumunwa semie and on work. I will teach you. My honorable Biko Mazikelo. Kowalo mi if in maka the link. Because another thing I don't always like to do, be misleading mado or in the mado wrong information. Obu no way if you notice na the link na the Roma ikowalum because I'm a very good idea. Thank you so much. I do appreciate. But my people, for us to leave this country, now go round and round like a snail in a pot, we need funding. And you need it to fund it. The level I know kita, all butcher source of this funding get save one. Our PM anoreba, manike nkechukwu ọ ga na-achite. Onye ndu anọkwuru tu. Anyị nwa dịka ụmụaka enwero nna. What do? We have to bring ourselves together. So my people, try and do our donation. Please, my people, please. I need this donation. Kai gebekwa this our brother. Onyinyechi, thank you so much. I do appreciate you. My people, I have made my disclaimer and I am going to beg you people to remember to click the like button and to share the message so that it will go viral, as we are going to be showcasing one thing after the other for the benefit of our people and for the interest of Biafrans. Thank you so much. Let's continue to listen to this, our brother.
These things they do. But thank God that today Omotosho personally said no. He specifically said this. These courts cannot rely on these exhibits. They were obtained unlawfully without allowing the defendant access to a lawyer during the interrogation, as I have told you before. So following that rejection of the document, by the presiding judge, the prosecution brought another, document now from the NBC, which is the Nigerian Broadcasting Commission. Then The prosecution started asking the witness again these following questions. He asked, "Can you identify these documents?" The masked witness answered, "Yes, NBC came over to examine the transmitter at the DSS headquarters, sir, after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu brought in the transmitter, sir." Then the judge now said this to the defense team after they had said that. The judge, Omotosho, now said,
"Hi, my name's Kelly Poole. I'm the founder and CEO of Talent Pool Consulting, the speed and efficiency of the Fiverr freelancers."
Does the defense team have anything to say with regards this document from the NBC? The defense now answered, "We have no objection to the NBC report that the prosecution intends to tender to this court, your lordship." Having said that, then the court now admitted the NBC report as an exhibit, to the court to be used as evidence. Then the cross-examination continued. The prosecution, which is the FG lawyer, proceeded to ask again, "What do you have to say about the transmitter?" Then the witness answered, "Based on my physical observation, sir, it is understood that the equipment was intended to be used for broadcasting, sir. Also, before importing a transmitter into Nigeria, you must first obtain approval, but it wasn't approved, sir." The prosecution asked, "Who is the owner of the transmitter?" The witness answered, "I can confirm that the defendant, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is the owner of the transmitter, sir. I would like you to go to Vanguard publication of July 3rd, 2023. You will see more details, sir. You will see more details in the news there." The prosecution, the federal government lawyer, asked, "If you see the Vanguard publication, would you recognize it?" The witness answered, "Yes, sir, I will, sir." So the defense counsel objected to this. They said, "Objection, my lord." They objected to the tendering of this newspaper publication. But the judge overruled this objection, and marked the publication of newspaper as exhibits. The judge said, "No, I am going to admit this evidence from the newspaper." Let's go on. Then the federal government lawyers asked again, "What do you think about the attack on the Owerri prison?" And the witness answered, "Mazi Nnamdi Kanu authorized this prison break and attack." The prosecution asked again, "Can you please explain your role as..."
Biafrans, do you remember, people remember that there was a time, was it last year or 2 years ago, when the Mieti Allah went to the prison, Kuje prison, broke it and released Boko Haram groups, and they all ran away, including their leader. We have never heard about anyone bringing an action against them on that. This shows that Fulani, who has been outlawing any rules made in that region, it does not really concern us. But what concerns me is that every and any allegation made against Onyendu, the Fulanis have done worse than that. Even though the allegation against Onyendu in Nigeria are all lies, fabricated, but you can never see somebody like Gumi now. Gumi is the one who is in charge of all the terrorist groups coming to Nigeria. But nobody is touching Gumi. Gumi is walking free. Gumi was even given the audience to talk to governors of the Southeast in Biafra land, that they should train the youths and arm them to fight IPOB. Gumi, nobody touches Gumi. Gumi does their dirty jobs. But they're asking Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to give account of the breakage of prison.
As a law enforcement officer? Then the witness answered, my responsibility, sir, is to gather information and report it to my boss. Some of my responsibility include raiding of camps, and I raided the ESN camp. During one of my raids, sir, I saw human heads, human bodies, sir, and I also saw ESN members eating human bodies. Oga, past witness, you were coming to raid a camp, and they were sitting down eating the bodies, and you were coming, you knock on the door, and you open, and they say, welcome.
Yes.
See also, we are eating human body.
Yes.
Can you join us? Then you said, no, thank you.
All lies. All lies.
All this one you said there, I think it's just to impress those American delegates that came. He want to turn it to emotional blackmail. He want to sound emotional and portray Nnamdi Kanu as a cannibal and destructive to win case. But unfortunately, you don't even know why they are there. They play. Let's go on. The prosecution asked, which is the federal government lawyers, asked him again, were you able to locate Onyami? The witness answered, no, sir. We have not found Onyami. So note, the prosecution has moved now to read the presumed statements written by Onyami in the so-called publication on the newspaper. Now, the prosecution is reading it before the court. In that publication that he's reading in the court, Onyami claimed that IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ordered him to unalive 2,000 people through his superior, which he succeeded to take down 30, which he regretted. So now, the last time, he said he ordered you, and you have direct channel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that you have a radio connection and direct line to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where he gives you orders. Now you are now saying he ordered you through your superior.
No matter your role, team, or design skills, everyone needs to.
We'll keep fact-checking you one by one. This one already, if you watched my previous video where I exposed it, where Onyami said, you will hear what he said clearly, that he has direct access to Nnamdi Kanu. Now, he's saying that it's through his superior. All this is because he does not have evidence to prove the channel of communication in case the court ever asks. Do you understand? Let's not go too much. Let's keep on going. Let's go on. So at this point, there was a little break. And during this break, something happened. But first of all, I want to pick two lies already, two stories that don't corroborate, of which I've already told you before the court reconvenes again, this past few seconds of pause. We are going to fact check what this witness said. Among many, one of the allegations against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that was tried to use to indict or kind of link him with Onyami was that, Onyami claimed to have direct communications with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Direct. Google the word direct. You know what it means. He claimed, I'll read for you exactly. He claimed to have had regular contact with Kanu himself, sometimes through voice messages, relaying instructions on assassination enforcement and mystical practices. Juxtapose it with today now. He's now saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is ordering him through his superiors. In fact, I don't think I'm bothering myself with this. But what we are seeing so far is people who are jittery in court. They are jittery because they have seen that they are clear observers in the court. You see that there are observers in the court who are watching everything going on. And if you are coming there to play, they know the proper workings of a court. They know the proper workings of a criminal procedure and prosecutions. So that's why they are there. And the prosecution are under pressure to put up a good showing so they don't appear as if they are who we actually say they are until the observers can go. But unfortunately, they are still not aware that the observers have been watching these proceedings also. That's why they are trying to find, a secret trial. The same thing they want to do. So far you can see that this is a proper demoralization of the prosecution today. Demoralized. God is good.
All the time.
God is good all the time. There is nothing they can do. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is heading for victory.
Yes.
Nothing they can do today.
That's what
today
I want to hear.
Was a pure victory for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I think that the days coming by with these interventions from the foreign bodies, if those other ones that were calling out here can humble themselves and also, come into that court, I'm telling you, just with a phone call alone, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will leave that prison. That is the truth. The man that did Binance, that Nigerian government was keeping, how did he leave a Nigerian prison? Was it not a phone call? Simple phone call from White House. Release him. And Tinubu released him. That's why. These foreign bodies that fight for justice and human rights, it's very important that they play their role in this case so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can have his freedom. Let us continue with the case. The court has reconvened, so let us continue with the case. So the prosecution proceeds to ask the witness, few other questions of which the witness definitely, couldn't answer properly, and there was a little delay again, and the court, the judge, seeing that there were observers in the court and the American delegates were in the court, decided to adjourn the case for tomorrow, and he decided otherwise than proceeding to the case again today, and felt that it would be wiser to adjourn the case for tomorrow, which is 19th, and also next tomorrow, which is 20th, because as you remember, he promised an accelerated trial. That is exactly what he's trying to give. So this case actually will continue tomorrow. Wow. For those of you watching me around the world, America, Britain, France, Austria, Denmark, Germany, UK, Netherlands, Japan, Korea. In fact, I can't name it all. Ghana, lots of countries, I can't name them all. I really, really appreciate you all for always tuning to my channel every day, every time. Because as you know, we're giving raw truth and raw facts here as usual. Tomorrow is another day. Hopefully, we'll continue dishing out exactly how it is in the court. What I just want to add is this. The federal government knows very well that it is playing games with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Of course.
It's very obvious and very shameful that at this point, they don't understand the writing on the wall because they are blind, they can't see. Look around the country, everything is falling apart. Wisdom should have told them that it is time to do something differently before it gets too late, before it leads to an uprising or a crisis. Because Nigeria is just a protest away. Just a protest away. It's only God. I don't even know how that country is still standing to today. Keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in prison till today should be the last thing Nigeria wants.
No, that's not the last thing that Nigeria wants. What Nigeria wants is to Islamize, while their allies want our oil and our gas. That's the last thing they want. But our first and last thing we want is our freedom. So, my people, that is it. That is it. Let's listen to this. My people, when you look at this video, you will see that this video is showing Enugu State. Let's listen to it. Now, my people, una fugo ife anwa dịka eji osisi wee kwachie ya. Ife a bụ ozu ndị mmadụ na Ihamufu, Enugu State. Anyị adịrọ happy that na ndị Fulani abịago na-egbusisi ndị be anyị. But when we see things like this, we have to really bring it. This happened 2 days ago. 2 days ago, bụ Monday. On a Sunday, ka ndị abịa welu helicopter na ife dịka parachute or whatever, wee na drop ndị Fulani herdsmen ka unu wee fụ ka Nigeria lugo. Achọrọ m ịdị na-efolo unverified news no ndị Iran na sponsor ndị a, mana o nwere ife ndị na-akpọ isi a na-eme eme. Una aghọtago? Wee drop sia these people na Ihamufu fa wee bido gbube ndị mmadụ. The first group of people fa gbu, the third. Before you know it, olukwa 15. Asị na the death toll, onye na-report ya bụ Sahara reporter. Ife a bụ Enugu. And you know that the killing in Benue and the Plateau State, that we share close boundary with these people. And that some part of Benue, bụ Biafra land. So, ndị be anyị, Enugu, ife bata na Enugu, abatagokwa Biafra land niile o. I need to fund. Onye ọbụla na ume n'afọ, try your possible best to vote, to donate. Try and donate. If you go to Google, like ebe and the biafragov.org, you add www dot, I will do that after this program, www.biafragov.org/donate or www.biafrainUSA.org/donate. Ka anyị wee mee ife a ngwa ngwa, my people, wee meghara ọdachi. Ọkwa ndị be anyị ka ndị a na-egbu. They are really kpaying our people. They are kpaying our people. Achọrọ m ka this program dị too long maka ndị m na-esendeli ya n'ahụ na be anyị na sị m na fe nwere data, fa ga-eji wee na watch ya for long. So my people, we need to donate and tinyekwuolie IOU. Those Biafrans na-akwụ this ransom ma ejide ndị befa na ndị nke na-akwụkwa ransom to Ngozi Orabu Fulani. This is where your money should go to, because it is the BLA that are defending our land. Otherwise, what is happening in Benue? Look at what is happening in Enugu. Just look at it. This is what is going on in our land. Nke a ka bụkwa nso nso ahụ. And ọ bụ na mkpọkwulu video Biafra Unite, ịkafụ ebe ọ nọ wee kwu na the lawyer na represent Biafra in Finland, which is our PM's lawyers, na fa kpọlụ ndị Finland video ebe kedu m afa nwoke a T.Y. Danjuma, former Major General n'Army, no way na say Nigerians that you should all defend yourself, that the military collude, that they cover them. He said, if you do not defend yourself, you will all die one by one. I don't know if I can find it somewhere here, because na the man okwu kwuru ozorokwa ọnụ bụ Danjuma. Unu afụgo ife niile a ngafe kịta ka m mee ka na agafe again, achọrọ m igosi n'enyi ya ndị ife afụ niile unu fụ bụ ozu ndị mmadụ, mana because of YouTube enwero m ike ịnọdụ there maka na ndị Facebook ewetugo my platform na onye nke a.
Terribly sad, terribly angry. How about, like, it's become a national emergency. What's going on in my state, in my state? I cannot wrap my head around. Man, I don't even know what to say at this point in time, because it's gonna be business as usual.
Onye nke a bụ a celebrity, Two-Face Dibia. He is crying and lamenting for what is going on in Benue State because he is from there. So my people, those Biafrans who have money, try and donate. My people, try and donate.
If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
I know we have a lot of problems, including security. As recently,
if you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
My people, Our barrister in Finland played this to the judge yesterday, 17th, during our PM's hearing. He played this video and told the judge that this man was once a major general, but he is retired now. So this is why we have to...
I know we have a lot of problems, including security. As recently as 2 or 3 days ago, we've experienced kidnapping near Kashimila, and the threat of kidnapping will continue until we, one of us,
If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
I know we have...
So my people, these are protests for Benue people. How do we make our own protest? By, my people, by donating. Thank God we have our gallant men who are constantly there for us to protect our land. We need to look at all these people, the people in Benue, the people in Plateau, the people in Edo State. They don't have what we have. Why? Because Onyendu, who foresaw this as a prophet, knew the importance for us to protect and guide our land. Every Biafran that is listening to this program should know that this moment is a very tough moment for every Nigerian and every Biafran. I mean the innocent ones. Because when the amalgamation was made, our forefathers were not consulted. That is it. So, Biafrans, let us hurry up. Let us do the needful. Let us donate generously. Please, my people, I will leave you here. I love you so much. I appreciate all of you that have attended and made comments today. I do appreciate you all for joining us. Ndibe, thank you so much. Yes, my brother, yes. By donating and by sitting at home when needed. Exactly. With sit at home, I do appreciate our people because they don't ever miss it, especially every Monday. What is wrong with my people is hunger. Agụ. These Fulani people, fe nwerọkwa n'uche. Ndị nwa bekee anyị bi na befa. Fa na-enye Fulani onwere uche na ebe. Fa na-enyefe alo ka si deal with other tribes. Because ọ bụrụ na ị ga-evidio mee 2 days ago, ị ga-afụ eji that British man a na-akpọ Smith, his confessions. Ife niile okwu oge ọ sị na ya nọ na Nigeria na 1955 as a Labour minister. 1955, ịnụ ife nwoke a kwu, you will marvel. Ndị anwa na-enye Fulani idea faji akpagbu everybody in our land. But by the special grace of God, onye ndu kwuru ya na fa ga-egbu anyị, anyị nwa ga-egbukwa fa, and in the end, na Biafra ga-abịa. So my people, onye ọbụla take advantage of this funding. Here. Maro how to do it, Biko, call me on this number. I will definitely give you a guideline. If it is any complicated one, I will search for the direct minister who is responsible, and you will speak to them, and they will tell you how to make it happen and how you can donate. Please, my people, we need donation. We need it. Because all these things that I'm showcasing here, you will see it. Two-Face Idibia is from Benue State. He's almost crying how they are buying his people. In one day, 200 people. You can imagine, in one day, how can this type of thing be happening? Everybody, they are all looking. I know somehow, no ifefa meta kpatala eji egbufa maka na Ojukwu gwa agowo na kwa ndị bụ na ọkwa gị ife unu na-eme ndị Biafra maka na oge anwa during the war ndị Benue na ndị TV na ndị Plateau na anụrụ Fulani ọgụ kịta Fulani egbube gofa na-azọ their land na ọfanwa nwe the land. Daalụ. Thank you so much, Uchenna. Thank you. So, my people, I will love you and leave you here so that we can get on with other things, and I will see you tomorrow by the special grace of God. My people, we are winning. That's why I showed you PM's, the hearing, how it went in court yesterday, and Onyendu's case. Americans were in court today, thanks to our APM. The wonderful man, and thanks to our Biafra liberation, Biafra resistance fighters, and Biafra defense forces who are fighting to protect our land. Onye ọbụla bulie n'obi na ote aka ọ dịbalụ njọ ometekwa aka ọ dịbakwa mma. Ife niile a, this resistance anyị na-eshow, ike ga-agwụ ndị nwa bekee, ike ga-agwụ fa because na nya bụ ndị ọcha bụ ndị aghụghọ. Law niile fa na-eme bụ nke na-protect, na-defend ndị befa. But my people, the world are not keeping quiet. For those American people to come and supervise the court of Onyendu today is a win-win for us. You have heard that the judge Atoyali Bagono to make sure no impress those foreign observers. So we are winning. Una number, my people, do not relent. Let us continue. They have seen that whether they detain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or detain our PM, that Biafra is moving. We are moving on. We are unstoppable, my people. We are unstoppable. I am very determined. Far fight gonna sit at home. They couldn't. Monday busy, Holy Week. Na Biafra land. Every Monday, onye ọbụla no. Zugodu nke bike. We go see that their relevance is no longer valued, or we don't even notice that they exist. And ono manatukwa ego atusie nyike. Fafu nke fa geji we duo ndị gọvanọ ọnụ ka akpa duchie fọnụ. Hope ụzọ dị mobikwa na n'Igbo. Ọsọ ka ọ na-agba. Very soon ọ ga-alitu. Very soon he will come down. So my people, ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si na eme ngwa ngwa eme ya lọdachi. And the only thing ga-emeli anyị bụ this fundraising, donation. Please, my people, ana m ayozi unu ya ka ọ bụrụ ayịyọ. That is our only escape route. And though if ọ ga-abụ PM no obi a na-asụ ya ụsọ, onye ndu nnukwu ya ọ ga-adị very happy, because onye ndu gwara anyị to go and listen to Simon Ekpa that he is bringing a new dimension. And he didn't take PM anything to bring that new dimension. So my people, follow up. Jisinike una ada na mba. Una adakwa na mba. Onye ndị ilo gbara gburugburu na-eche ndụ ya nche mgbe niile. Ụmụ Biafra, una alarụkwa n'ụla. All hail Biafra, peace, progress, unity and equity. I love you all so much. Big love for Biafrans. I'm proud to be a Biafran. Thank you, my people. Good night.